Well, in my opinion, this is the best hammer there is. This is from Estwing, and this one's brand new. My other one, which I think just got ripped off about last week, there's some guys trimming trees back over here, and I was working on changing out my tire. You can see that's the old skin from the tire there. And I left it out here, and they would have been up there cutting those trees up there. Somebody hopped over and took it, because I know it was out here and had it for, I don't know, 50 years or something, and my great uncle had it. The hammer lasted, it's still good for early 1950s. He was a welder for aerospace industry on airplanes, special kind of welder. But anyway, I bought another one of these. These are like, it was only like 26 bucks, made in the USA. Amazing, right? So it's a 3-pounder with they got different sizes, like they're like 4-pounders, and they got longer handles, but I found this one to be about the most effective. You got more leverage with the longer handle, but I found this one seems to be just the right size. It's got enough power to it without being over wieldy, and you get it in tighter spaces because it doesn't have as long of a handle. Sometimes if you're hammering on the inside of the car, if you're doing some kind of body work, like in other words, if you've got a piece of sheet metal that you're putting in the floor, you're shaping it, sometimes the long handle gets in the way. But and yeah, of course you need other hammers, but you can see the way the face is cut like this. It's not cut with squared off, because it won't chip the edge, and it's all steel, and these shock absorbent handles work very well. That shock absorbent handle that was on that one, it was still in fine shape. It was from the early 1950s. But yeah, it's gone. It's gone, man. Kind of pissed me off. You can see it in some of my other videos, but as soon as I couldn't find it, and I knew I left it out here, was working out on the tire. Somebody grabbed it. I think it was the guys coming over here trimming the trees, because they were looking. There's a whole bunch of trees out here, but now they can see my flag better. There's trees. But pissed me off because it was at sentimental value, because it was my great uncle's. But there's still stuff made in the USA, and this is a brand new one, and the other one was more than 60, close to 70 years old. It was still good. So it tells you how long these things last. So it tells you to buy made in USA, buy it correct, or don't buy it at all. It's kind of the, what is that, the slogan of Henry Firearms, Henry USA. Made in USA or not made at all. So I know the corporate elite don't like that. But this is not a really big company, Estwing, and it's not a giant conglomerate, but it just makes quality tools. So I've had that one for 70 years, or not me personally, but my great uncle had it. I had it for probably 40 years or so. My father had it, and the hammer, it's like you don't have to worry about the handle cracking or nothing. It's all steel, and this shock absorption they have on here works very well. But I've used it for just about every damn thing there is. I was using it to change my tires, because we got the manual tire changer over here. What I do is sometimes I tap that thing over to get it under the lip, and then you bring it down, you break the bead. I was using that big hammer, and I had it left out over here. The next day it's gone, and I think it was laying right up here maybe, or something. And these guys are up there working in them trees way up there. It takes them 2 seconds to hop over the fence and grab something. Probably what happened. So I had to get another one though. But these are Estwing. I got several of Estwing stuff. I got their hatchets, axes, sportsman's axe, the framer's hatchet, some of the other hammers, but this one I use the most. This little baby sludge, a 3-pounder. I wouldn't get the 4-pounder or the one with the longer handle. This one I like the best. They got ones that handles about this big, and it's got a 4-pounder on it, but this one seems to work the best for me. So, but very reasonably priced. I think it was like 25 bucks on Amazon with free shipping. Can't beat that, huh? Something that'll last you freaking many decades too. And don't think that it's a simple tool, but a lot of people don't realize today in the tech world that things that are material count more than ones and zeros many times. Over and out.